What we're going to go through here today is the installation of a tilt assist spring kit, torsion spring kit for two-place Triton snowmobile trailers. First thing what you want to do is please note that the trailer does need to be sitting on top of either an automotive rack or something capable of safely supporting and lifting this trailer up high enough to drop the tongue down far enough to actually complete the installation of the spring kit. As you can see, the trailer is already loaded on top of automotive lift here at Hanna. And what I'm going to do is loosen the tongue and let the tongue drop down first. And then I'll lift the trailer up high enough to drop this tongue down so that you'll see the tongue actually hanging vertically in the air. Okay, at this point we have the trailer up in the air safely, supported. What I did was I took all the hardware and arranged it out. What you're going to want to do, you're probably going to want to do this before you actually take anything apart on the trailer. Go ahead, open up your hardware kit. You should have two springs. They should be a mirror image, left and a right. You're going to have two grade 8 fasteners. Each fastener will have its own nylocking nut. And then they'll also come complete with the bolt washer, a spacer sleeve, and then another washer. You'll see why I'm going to be doing this. When you actually install the spring on the trailer, you'll be inserting the bushing and washer and bolt as an assembly as you see this, placing one washer over that, and that will subsequently go through the frame of the trailer itself. So first, we'll go ahead and we'll remove the tongue of the trailer. Basically the hardware consists of, it's really just going to be half-inch hardware that fits a 3/4 and a 3/4 socket and combination wrench. What I've done is I'm not going to take the other bolt out until I get one end supported and vice versa. Then I'll take the other one out. So basically what I'm going to do, I want to do one side at a time. This so I can make sure that the tongue assembly doesn't fall down. This will be the left side, as you see. And this will be the right side of the trailer with perspective to the front of the trailer and also the front of the vehicle. So driver's side and passenger side springs. Triton on the newer trailers has already cut a hole that will receive the end of the torsion spring. That comes in handy. There's a starboard or like a plastic spacer that goes between the two pieces of aluminum, the frame and the tongue itself, that does need to be reinserted back in there. Otherwise you will have frame or tongue failure, could result. At this point I do have the driver's side torsion spring installed without it being tight, but please note at this point I've actually reused the third, there's a third washer that you're going to want to have on here. You're going to want to have a bolt, a washer, the spacer, the spring, another washer, the tongue, the plastic spacer, a washer and a nut. The reason why I'm using this third washer It's because otherwise you don't have enough washers. You'll end up having to take the spacer for the spring and putting it directly against the tongue. This is basically just a little bit overkill, but it makes the whole system a little bit more reliable. When you tighten this up, you don't want to tighten it over. Like, you don't want to make it too tight or over tighten it, because you can crush the frame or damage the tongue. Really what you should do is just bring it down so that there's zero slack in it, but not so that it's torqued down too tight. You want to still have free movement without it binding. At this point, I'll move on to the other side and do the exact same thing I did there.